It's the Machine of Nonsense, episode 178, and we're talking Marth, Wind Waker, and Pyre. No, we're not. I made that joke just for Ryan.
Do you remember?
We are talking what's coming up in September 2024. Everything coming to our screens. I'm your host, Eric, joined as always by Kayla.
Hey.
And she is dancing, if you can't see her right now. Dee's with us. Looking pretty fly. I like the sunflowers. Those are pretty good. He is way too well dressed for this podcast, everyone. And Mike, dressed appropriately for this podcast.
Thank you. Hello. Congratulations. We survived Skynet Day, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah, we did.
I think so. I think that was like 2 days ago.
Yesterday.
So.
Oh, and they released that Terminator anime probably on that day, huh?
Makes sense,
cool.
right?
Oh, I didn't.
I like stuff like that.
I want to
Didn't
watch
put that together. Yeah, that looks cool. Terminator Zero, right? I think that's what it's called. Netflix.
Salvationist Genesis Day.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Rebirth. I think it's rebirth. It seems to be a hot word this year. I see a lot of rebirth out there.
Mm.
Reunion.
Terminator rebirth. Mhm.
It's all of those
But
things.
September brings us Last of Us Day, if we're thinking about days out there.
So that's the next
Next big holiday.
fictional
Next big
apocalypse
holiday.
that we can survive. Look at us.
Yeah.
Ironically, also
Welcome to
Kayla
the
and
Grand
I's
Slam.
anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look
at that.
For
Do that
me
on
to remember.
Yeah, there was no purpose to that. Yeah, we are talking everything coming to screens in September 2024. On my end, I don't know if it's doing it for you guys on the Discord, but I have a very frozen,
You're frozen.
weird face. I look
You
jovial.
look like Norbert
sound
from
fine.
Rocko's Modern Life right now. I wish everyone could see it.
I might have to post the video version of this because
Yeah, it's really great.
I want that to that to be like my business profile, my LinkedIn profile or something. Yeah, September.
You look very approachable. I'll say that. I would want to link with you.
Thank you. Oh, good stuff. We'll be talking about Link later on, by the way.
Not much though.
No, less than normal.
Not much.
That's right.
Yeah, lesser
Lesser
normal.
Link.
Lesser Link.
So in the pre-show, mentioned that me and Kayla have been checking out X-Files. We've been watching the X-Files on Hulu. We're about 6 episodes in. We just watched the Jersey Devil episode about 5 minutes before the beginning of this podcast. And yeah, that's a fun watch through. This was Kayla was like, "Do you want to watch the X-Files? I've been wanting to watch the X-Files." I'm like, "Yeah, hell yeah, let's watch the X-Files."
Well, what else have we been watching?
Every single Alien movie, every single one. We are down just to Alien Resurrection.
The best one.
The best one. I've probably
I
told
would
this.
go to watch that one first, I think.
I will forever have fond memories of Alien Resurrection. I may have told the story on this podcast before, but that movie came out the same year. They re-released The Little Mermaid in theaters, and we were going to go see, my young sister and I were going to see The Little Mermaid.
Ariel and Eric.
Yes, Ariel and Eric, named her after The Little Mermaid. So goes the story. And they were sold out. So we saw Alien Resurrection instead, but my little sister didn't know that we were seeing a different movie, so she went into that movie as like I don't know, she was like 7 or something like that, thinking she was seeing The Little Mermaid, and that movie's not The Little Mermaid. So it's that Alien Resurrection will always hold a that is a super R-rated alien movie, and yeah, probably shouldn't have taken my sister to that one, but I have fond memories. I like Winona Ryder in that one, if I remember correctly. Kayla, you saw 3 for the first time, right? Recently.
That was the first time. Yep.
Yeah. And you kind of dug that one, right?
I do like 3. I mean, I think that there's one big problem with it. There's one really big problem with it, but I get what they were going for. I wish they would have used practical effects instead of CG for the alien. But I liked the prison stuck there. I liked all that part of it.
David Fincher's first movie. He's like disowned it. The studio kind of took it over and did like rewrites and reshoots and stuff like that. So he's disappointed in it. But like was reading a good article about like his relationship with Sigourney Weaver and her relationship to the movie and stuff. And she's like, I don't know, I think it's pretty all right, you know, and like and David did a good job, you know, kind of thing. So I think it helped. She really is. And young Tywin Lannister, Charles Dance, in that one. I did not remember they had like a relationship. They had relations in that one.
Ripley's just waking up horny in that one.
She did. She's
just like
she is constantly in her panties, so she's always ready.
Yeah,
she's like, "What? Sleeping in hyperspace? Panties only? Like, I want a fucking suit. Like, feel like I need a
sweaty
space
hair
suit
to deal with anymore." Okay. This is great. More sleek for sex.
Oh yeah, took care of my downstairs too. He made sure of it.
Yeah, because there's like a lice problem or something like
there
that.
Is.
Nobody has hair. They're in a place that's fucking frigid. How the fuck do they have lice?
Lice persists.
Space lice. Yeah, space lice. It's the worst type.
Yeah, he took this black eye on his career very well and never, took it out on any actors or Jake Gyllenhaal or anything like that.
A real gentleman, that Fincher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Kayla said, other than there's some rough 1992 CGI, and it's a dog alien in this one, so I think they like.
It's cool.
Yeah, you were kind of saying how like, there's probably the only way they could make it move and act more like dog-like than the other xenomorphs we've seen, but. They didn't. Whatever tech that Cameron had in T2, Fincher did not have in Alien 3. But there's a lot of good practical stuff too, though. I think that one slept on a little bit. I didn't have a lot of like strong feelings in my like recollection of that movie going into it, but then after watching it, I'm like, yeah, all right, this is a solid ass Alien movie.
There's like tunnels and it's cool.
Yeah. I like that one. It's just a cool setting. They have just such a cool little government system inside this weird prison. Everyone has like jobs, so it makes sense why they're like separated and get like picked off by the alien and stuff like that. And it's just, I think it's good. I think it's fourth best Alien movie.
I have a feeling once I see 4 and still like it, because I do have like positive feelings on that one in my mind. Like as long as I like that one, my hot take is going to be that there's not a bad Alien movie. I think people might be wrong about that.
I think there are.
Rewatching Covenant, I enjoyed it the second rewatch, and I love Prometheus still.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
Prometheus is really good.
It's very good.
From the jump, that one was great. But Covenant, I can't get with it.
Watch it again, They're all on Hulu.
No,
everyone who wants to watch the Alien quadril. Well, now it's not even a quadrilogy. Now it's a sextuple plus Romulus. I don't know what a 7 would be. A septuple, septuple maype.
Septipus.
Yes. Septupus. Yeah. That's one of
those
xenomorphs.
Alien,
Yeah, that's the one that Numi Rapace like cuts out of her.
Yes. Oh God.
That's
that
one.
That might be scene of the franchise.
It's so good.
That was the deepest dive on Alien 3. We did it.
Yes, yeah, we did. Oh, that's good. What you been up to, D, aside from chasing kids?
Trying to become an Elden Lord. That's going
Yes.
slowly. Playing,
Have you taken
playing
Stormvale Castle yet? Have you gotten over that?
no.
Okay.
I just got into the Weeping Peninsula.
Oh, the South. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Smart to do. I also conquered the South before I moved on.
Yeah, so that's been fun. I remapped some buttons and got a better flow to my battles now. So
Nice.
so that's been really challenging and fun. What else? What
You
else?
sticking with this like samurai build?
Yep.
Nah, nice.
I'm going for it. I do have some good other options for like breaking guards and stuff. But so far I'm just kind of really committed to the samurai thing.
Make them bleed.
Yeah. Bleeding so much.
Make 'em
but also dying so fast. That's been really fun. And I mean, really, I've been kind of watching a lot of videos, really, on like games that are coming out. Seeing about walkthroughs, keeping up with like the new Dragon Ball game that's supposed to come out. A lot of that. Been doing a lot of like just getting
Parking
into
Zero.
like getting into like the mechanics of those new games and stuff that are coming out. I watched Ryan play Squirrel with a Gun for a little bit last night. That was really great.
I watched a little bit of that too. And I'm like, I called Greg over. I'm like, hey, Greg, check out this game. It's called Squirrel with a Gun. And he was instantly like, what? With that title. But then he saw it and it's like, oh, yeah, it's just a squirrel with a gun.
It's just a squirrel with a gun.
And he was like, not interested at all.
Yeah, it looks like a fun stream game. Like just, this weird little thing. But it looks so platformy and fun and weird, so I don't know. Don't touch, don't do it.
I'm sorry, D. I won't do it.
Oh, that's good. Just a brutal takedown of Ryan's stream when Greg just couldn't get into it, Man, that's tough.
I'm sorry to be. Greg even said, he's like, why isn't he laughing?
Oh.
I thought this was supposed to be funny.
Yeah, honestly, Ryan's so locked in trying to figure out the mechanics, not even laughing at stuff happening. I'm just like, bro, you just snapped that guy's neck and you're a squirrel. How is that not hilarious?
Ryan takes his stream very seriously. He's a professional. Okay. Follow Brimstar on Twitch, everyone, to see more Squirrel with a Gun, or maybe less. Maybe he'll never play it again. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Oh, it's good.
He was excited about it.
Yeah, he was. That was like his game of Game Fest, I think.
Man, you guys and your funny games.
Hey, when Killer Bean comes out and takes over the world, you'll be sorry.
It's gonna go crazy.
I'll be a dead man.
I liked that Rick and Morty one.
What good games have you been playing, Mike? Because you only play good games.
Super Smash Brothers. We've been playing a lot of that in the house recently. Greg has taken to it and getting pretty good at it now, where I actually have to try, and that's fun. We just kind of do randoms, Final Destination. He's cool with no items. It's great. We have a blast. Just trying. He likes Donkey Kong a lot. He likes to play Wario, but he always gets too greedy with the motorcycle and drives off the edge.
When are you gonna get him exposed to melee?
Never. That is that's a narcotic. That's not never entering my home. Not that Nintendo's ever going to give us a way to easily play that anyway.
They did. It came with a handle.
Yes, yeah. You got a GameCube. Borrow me, brother. I'll take it. I guess I do have I own a Wii still, so I guess I do have a GameCube technically. And man, I'm trying to think of what else. That might be really it. We just been working on moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you're still at the old house
Not
right
a lot
now.
of time to catch up on stuff. Yeah, we're getting there,
It's a lot.
So maybe on the disc dive I will be in the new place. We'll see. Hopefully.
Nice.
And we've tried like 2 or 3 times to finish Quiet Place because it's on Paramount.
Yeah.
At the moment, the new one, Quiet Place Day 1. And it seems really good and really cool. It's been too late when we finally get a chance to start it, and we fall asleep every time.
It's good.
And but quiet August, but ready for a roaring September.
Let's get into it then. Let's talk some September 2024. I've got 20 and then a 21st for our list, a secret special 21st item on the list that I haven't shared with anyone aside from Kayla, I guess, this morning when we watched the trailer. So September, jam-packed. Starting on the 4th, we have Slow Horses, Season 4 premiere. You keeping up with Slow Horses, Mike?
No, Eric, I don't have Apple TV right now. I watched 2 episodes of Slow Horses, and all of a sudden
Well, I thought you would watch it in 1 month, all 4 seasons in 1 month, because that's what it feels like.
That's
they
how
came
they've been
out
producing it.
so
I know.
fast.
I know. It's like, oh, that show they finished it all in a week. And they made one batch of horses, and they've been doling it out every week or so. Man, I've heard that the show is really great. Someday, someday I'll do sign up for Apple for a month or something and binge all the good stuff. Hopefully,
we're in the same boat. We've watched even fewer Slow Horses than you have, and but yeah, season 4 in like 2 years, like they're just blowing through those. It's great. Gary Oldman getting TV work. I love it.
Why can't more TV shows do this? What the fuck?
It seems
Right.
so weird.
Like I just saw like a headline the other day about the John Cena Peacekeeper, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I forgot that show even fucking exists. It feels like it came out a decade ago to me, because these shows just take forever to come out. But Slow Horses, man, jeez, they are that name does not make sense as far as their efficiency
Right.
Oh.
of getting the show released. They're thoroughbreds in that department.
When they come up with the sequel, Fast Horses, they'll 3 seasons a year, I think. So Slow Horses, Apple Apple TV, season 4 already, folks. Get on that horse. September 4th.
Don't walk.
Same day, we're getting Age of Mythology Retold. This is a, I think like a from the ground remaster of Age of Mythology, built on the Age of Empires engine. If you know me, you know I'm an Age head, but I've never played Age of Mythology, so I'm very excited. This is coming to Game Pass, PC and Xbox. I've heard good things from our my new good friend Ben Hansen from MinMax about Age of Mythology. We're not friends, but I'm excited.
The games.
To games, yeah. God, we blew that intro, but yeah,
You blew that.
I did. I blew that intro, Kayla. You did wonderful. Age of Mythology Retold. It's gonna be. It looks fun. Like I love the Age of Empires series. This is that, but with like Greek gods and monsters and everything else. So give me some RTS stuff. And anyone else going to be checking out Age of Mythology Retold?
No, it's just not my genre, man. I just can't. I'm just. It's cool, but as you were saying that, when you were saying, if you know me, I'm down with. Like, I was thinking of the Naughty by Nature song. If you down with AOE.
Ooh,
yeah, you
good.
know me.
That's
Age
really
of
good.
Empires. That's your theme music now.
Man. Okay.
That's good. That's good.
He's a good guy.
But you were talking about a game or something? I don't know. I was thinking about that the whole time. I was just hip hop parade. Having a little conflict.
You're doing the Lord's work, Mike. You're doing the Lord's work. So yeah, Age of Mythology Retold. That's I'll be playing that. And
no, I'm losing you. I'm losing you all.
And I'll probably I'll probably love it and probably put it on my end of the year game of the year and have to fight for it, and I'll be the only one. That's September 4th, coming to PC, Xbox, and Game Pass. Beetlejuice coming to theaters September 6th. Heard good things in like the previews and stuff like that. Not a huge Beetlejuice guy myself, but I am a Michael Keaton. I'm like a latter day Michael Keaton convert. He wasn't my Batman. He wasn't my Beetlejuice. My Beetlejuice was the animated one. But pretty much after like Birdman, I'm like, I think I like this guy. And then I've gotten appreciation for his Batman, and he was like the best part of the Flash. And so I'm kind of interested in this one. What are we thinking about Beetlejuice?
Jack Frost is your favorite Christmas movie?
It is now. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Screw jingle all the way. We are very excited for Beetlejuice. I still think like it's not. I kind of know it's not going to be great.
It's hard. It's hard to follow up the original.
That's fine. This is a Beetlejuice house for sure. We've rewatched the first one already multiple times. This like in the last few weeks, and I just love that movie. The banana boat song or whatever scene is like one of the best scenes just ever, in my opinion. It is just a classic, and I owe it every time I come home. It's like I catch it right at that part, and it's been fantastic. I think we'll be there opening night for sure.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
You a Beetlejuice guy, D?
Yeah, I love Beetlejuice. This year, I showed it to the girls for the first time.
Ooh.
Didn't realize I hadn't shown it to them for the first time already. Just there's so much nonsense out there. We loved it. My daughter, Aria, like really locked in and watched the whole thing without, walking away from it. Really loved like just all of it. Like I haven't seen her not move from her seat in a while watching something. So it was really kind of surprising. And then I was just like, am I not? Like, it was just the realization of like, because I referenced it a lot, just like casually. So it never occurred to me, have we sat down and watched the whole? Like, have I not done that? Have I failed as a parent? So I mean, when they announced it, I've been excited. So I don't know if I'm not a day one, but we're definitely gonna see it.
Yeah.
Jenna Ortega is such a huge target. I mean, she's very typecasted to be this. It's almost like they were never gonna make Beetlejuice, and then Jenna Ortega started getting on the scene, and they're like, yes, we have to. She's hopefully perfect for it. We get Winona Ryder back, right? Michael Keaton back, so it's exciting. Yeah, it's exciting. And you can tell also, you mentioned the like musical scene, let's call it, and you can tell there's one in the trailer that they show, so I'm excited to see what they do there. Jenna has already proven to be like a hit to do dancing and stuff in her thing, so I think people will eat it up.
Try to recreate some kind of magic with that.
I'm sure they will.
Try to get a TikTok.
And hopefully they can.
Yeah, I love Burton. I kind of like in my teenage years, I disowned him. Like, oh god, he's just coming up with all this, Corpse's Bride bullshit and all this. I didn't care for. But looking back, it was like 10 years of like some of my favorite movies, and I hope he can just have like an M. Night kind of renaissance somehow, and maybe this is the way. Maybe Keaton could get him there.
Catherine O'Hara renaissance, she's...
Well, she never went away.
I guess not. No, she's going to be in Last of Us also. That's excited. That's good stuff. Beetlejuice coming to theaters September 6th. We also got the Bot coming, Astro Bot. We got the Bot on PS5 September 6th. This looks so great. They released another little gameplay snippet kind of trailer about a day ago, so like on the 30th or so, and it just looks so fun. It looks so cool. All the PlayStation All-Stars are here in the Astro Bot world. The platforming looks fast and wild, and the music, the little I am Astro Bot or whatever. It's like just the chant is so fun. What a cool thing. This is a day one for you, Mike.
I want to. I don't know if the budget will afford it, but because it's like, man, there's like 4 games I want to play this month. It is like, and 4 games that could be like on my top 5. I feel at the end of the year. I'm leaning towards something else later in the month, but yeah, this game looks phenomenal. It looks like the Mario game that we're not getting this year. Looks like it has that creativity, and just if it has this is a cool mechanic, you're going to do it once, and then we're going to move on to the next cool mechanic. If they could pull off the Mario-ness like that, then they're going to have a classic on their hands, I think. And just all the fan service in it. I love that stuff. I have not as much Sony, nostalgia and love as my Nintendo stuff, but it's close. I have quite a well for them.
I do.
Yeah. So
pony up.
Right. And it looks like they are delivering on that, and just I don't know. Astro's just great. Sony's able to just have a new platform kind of mascot like throughout the years. It's crazy how they've done it.
Yeah, and it's gonna lend itself to like leaning into that and having him, I guess, like change costumes or what have you on the different levels to be Nathan Drake or to be Kratos or whatever else. I think it's gonna lend itself to what you're talking about of like unique mechanics, unique areas, not reusing kind of any of the scenery or reusing any of the mechanics. So yeah.
The new trailer even seemed like very unique maps and like worlds, like very unique.
Yeah, it's like not that PS5 pack-in game was just like very like, okay, this is kind of jungly, but it still looks like the same as the previous thing you just did. Some areas that are like distinct and cool, like the opening slide beach kind of area, but it looks like they're throwing it all, the whole kitchen sink for this one, and very excited. The hype is going to be so real. I'm already seeing like Damon Hatfield and Grubb and Twitter folks already are playing it, so it's like I want to be playing it too. credit card debt? Who cares?
Well, have you talked to your loan officer to see if they can roll it into your mortgage? Maybe, like, I know they can do some wild stuff, so you might want to check that out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like MetaQuest 3 too. Why not?
Have you considered that?
Yeah. You should. For me as your financial advisor, I would advise it. Yeah. You gonna jump in with the kids to the Astro Bot, D? What do you think?
I mean, I could be easily swayed. It looks like a lot of fun. Same thing. It's more of a budget issue than it is an interest issue. Like, there's a lot that's happening this month in general. So we'll cross that bridge when it is brought to my attention.
And I'm sure Elden Ring is going to give you a plenty of playtime as well.
Good God, I feel like I've done nothing and just sank so many hours into this game.
I felt like that at 100 hours, so don't worry. So that's Astro Bot coming to PS5 September 6th, and who knows, maybe PC about 3 years from now. September 9th, Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2 coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X. Never played the original, but this looks like some cool co-op fun. Unfortunately, not couch co-op, my favorite type of co-op.
Oh.
Yeah, but up to 3 players in kind of like the big through the campaign. Yeah, it's an odd number. I get they talked to the dev. I was listening to a dev interview, and they said like it would become too easy if there were 4. Like 3's the right like balancing of the squads apparently. Really cool. I mean, like, the general premise is that you're going through these like hordes of these aliens, not too dissimilar from like a Left 4 Dead or something like that. Much more story focused because it's set in this kind of well-worn Warhammer 40K universe. Right. But there's an interesting mix of both ranged and melee combat. Like, there's like you engage at range these swarms to like thin them out, and then you've got like a chainsaw, a sword, and a bunch of other cool a lightning hammer or whatever else, and you're these big hulking marines. You're just getting in these swarms, and I guess there's a similar mechanic to like a Bloodborne where you're there's a benefit to being aggressive with your like melee and stuff because you're building back up like a shield as you're comboing off or doing parries and stuff like that. So there's a benefit to kind of like getting in there, swinging and doing your parries and stuff like that, and well-timed blocks. So just looks great. Looks like a really like pretty game. Like the swarms of the Tyranids, I believe they're called, the aliens, look wild, and there seems like there's other space factions that you're going to be dealing with too. Yeah. So anyway, me and Kayla are looking for a third, I think, is what I'm saying. So if you know anyone,
is this a Game Pass game? Do we know?
I don't think so. Unfortunately, maybe down the line it'd be an ideal Game Pass game. I think. But we'll see. Never played anything in the Warhammer 40K universe, nor the tabletop stuff. But I did see and take a picture of one of their stores in London, so I'm a huge fan, obviously. Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2 coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X September 9th. September 12th. Mike, another one of yours, The Old Man, season 2 coming out.
I did watch all of this one, so yes, it is mine. I'll claim it.
Good.
I got you.
Did you feel like it needed a season 2, and will you be watching season 2?
I kind of am. I think I'm gonna dive back in.
Hell
like
yeah.
I was trying to think back to like what I liked about that show. It wasn't perfect. But Bridges was really good. He pulls off like the John Wick, nobody, kind of character pretty well. that ultimate killing machine that gets has a normal life, gets pulled back into to the shit. And I don't know, I remember like John Lithgow was really good, and some like Aaliyah Shawkat is very good in it, I thought. And I'm trying to think like where exactly it left off. I can't really remember. I might have to like watch the final episode again, because it's been a while. It's another show that's just kind of just doesn't care about coming back the next year or the year after. And I think I'm going to check it out.
Hell yeah. I was hoping to hear that, because that means that that's the official seal of approval that me and Kayla can go and watch season 1 and then check out season 2. Yeah, good stuff.
I think you guys would like it.
Was the first season set in the US? Because it looks like the second season set in London.
Yeah, mostly US, but there is some towards the end. There's some globetrotting.
Okay.
And yeah, because he's kind of got like spot, that he has to go like, we got to go to my safe house or something, like that kind of stuff.
All right, the Old Man, not to be confused with Slow Horse's Gary Oldman, although you could be confused. The Old Man coming to FX and Hulu on September 12th. The next day, September 13th, we're getting Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy. This is a limited series coming to Disney+. D, I feel like this has you written all over it. Are you going to be checking out Lego Star Wars?
Yes, I am. Mostly for, I'm hoping they capture that sweet Lego game humor. It's probably my favorite part of those games.
Yeah.
So if we get just, concentrated bursts of that, I'm in. I'm good. I think that's a solid watch. I don't think it's anything, world changing, but I mean, I don't think I've played a bad Lego Star Wars game, so.
Yeah, Kayla and I loved that Skywalker Star Wars game that came out, like 2 years ago? That was a lot of fun to play through co-op. This has a really cool premise, and I love that they're doing a limited series with it, because I feel like this could be, one of those cash grabs that they just try to make 7 seasons for kids or whatever for. But, the premise is that some kid or some guy finds this, special Lego piece that, rewrites the entire Star Wars universe. And so Darth Jar Jar is going to be, a thing. They're just going to do random kind of what if. Star Wars what if, kind of. But, more one narrative of okay, how do we fix this? But they're gonna go through the various, they showed Darth Rey as one of the alternates and stuff like that. So what if Rey was Sith? And
that's really cool.
It looks fun. It looks like a lot of fun.
There looked like water pod racing was going to be a thing. They mentioned Ewok bounty hunters. Yeah, a lot of
buried the lead there, Eric. Why isn't this called Aquapod Racing or something like what?
That's the title of episode 3, probably. No, it just looks like it kind of is like a kid had a Lego Star Wars set and was like, oh, what if the Death Star was built this way instead and had pod racing on it and stuff like that. It's very much that. Yeah. So, so that's Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy coming to Disney Plus September 13th. Same day, we're getting Transformers 1 coming to theaters. I know, D, that this is like a day one for you. This is the big one for you.
It's a nostalgia fueled interest right here. This is oh my G, they're gonna talk about something that Transformers rarely actually talks about ever. Cool. We're gonna actually see Cybertron instead of just watching it blow up. Hell yeah. It'll probably blow up, but at least we'll get to see it. We'll get to see it before it blows up.
The animation looks really cool. I think it looks like it's going to be family friendly too. I think this one might be a PG type movie. So that's cool instead of the Michael Bay, Transformers ridiculous Megan Fox stuff, like it seems to be more like take your family to this fun animated movie.
It'll be exciting to see how Glinda and the Wicked Witch become friends and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I've heard the songs are really good. Oh wait, this
literally the same movie.
Isn't Wicked. Sorry,
this is the same movie. Yeah. How did you know there was going to be a musical?
I got to see if Jeff Goldblum's in both because he might be. Who knows?
Ooh. He's Unicron.
Oh my God, a Jeff Bloom Unicron. Jeff Goldblum Unicron.
So that's Transformers 1 featuring Jeff Goldblum coming to theaters September 13th. Jeff, don't sue us. Also September 13th, decidedly not family friendly, Speak No Evil coming to theaters on that same day. This is a remake of like I think Swedish horror film that came out a couple years ago and got like pretty rave reviews for like a foreign language horror film. The problem is apparently this movie, when it was originally released, is very twisty. Like you don't know what this film's about, like what the terror is. Well, if you've seen the trailer for Speak No Evil, you know exactly what the hell is going on in this movie.
Or do we?
Well, maybe not. We'll see.
Misdirect.
I am.
You know a lot, though. We have seen the whole movie. We've seen the trailers a lot. They just are long. They show like instead of just piquing your interest, they reveal a lot, and that's never fun when you want to be on the hook.
Darn.
Yeah. At the very least, it looks like a violent, cool, like thriller. Big fan of Mackenzie Davis. If you remember her from Station 11, she seems to be the main like protagonist in this one, and always
she's married to Scoot McNairy, I think, in this one.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Love Scoot.
And James McAvoy seems to be the reprising his role from the Shyamalan movies, I think.
Yeah.
He definitely stayed in shape from Split.
Right, so I know I can trust him. I don't need to see him turn. I don't need to see it.
Yeah. The trailer does do some cool shit with, like, James McAvoy has a cool way of, like, emoting facially, and there's some good shots in the trailer of him just being really upsetting, I would say, like his little facial tics and stuff. So hopefully they didn't give away every single moment in the trailer, because I'm all about seeing James McAvoy chase Mackenzie Davis. I feel like that's a cool premise. Speak No Evil.
I've hovered over the rent button on that original a bunch on Amazon. Wanting like, I've heard this is really good. Should I check it out? Like, I don't know. I think I want to see the original first before I check this one out.
Right. Yeah. Probably a good call. Speak No Evil coming to theaters September 13th. September 17th, though. The Plucky Squire. We got our release date, folks. Finally. PC, PS5, Switch, Xbox Series coming to everything. Go get it. 2D, 3D, Zelda inspired, maybe, but so much more. Picture book inspired game. Hard to explain this game, I think. You've got to see it to believe it in a lot of ways.
Coming to life off of the picture book.
Yeah, just how it melds all of the different little art styles, and it's just such imagination in it. This is one of the 4 games. Like, man, this could be game of the year for me potentially. Who knows? think I have it this year in the draft. I think I drafted it last year as well.
I think you're right.
Very hopeful for it last year, but I'm glad we're getting it. And I don't know. It could just. I just think it's going to be great. It just looks like it's a can't miss kind of thing. When you watch a trailer for it, it looks like something you want to play.
Yeah, definitely. So that's the Plucky Squire. PC, PS5, Switch, Xbox Series, September 17th. Oh, we are excited. Just like we're excited for Agatha all along. Disney Plus, the next day, September 18th. Mike, I'm gonna swing to you.
Don't you talk to me.
No. I like where they're going with this one. Where I think they're going with this one. This has been in kind of like production hell for a little while. Name changes, pushed back on the schedule.
They're trying to make a show about Agatha.
They
like,
are
why?
trying to.
Why? Why are they squeezing this fucking rock, trying to make it bleed? Why are they doing this? I think I got that old phrase right.
They've got Catherine Hahn. That's why, baby.
They've got Catherine Hahn. And I'll say the positive note that I can get out of Agatha all along has been the like marketing that she is out there doing. Like, have you seen her give like the entire Marvel universe like
in song?
Yes, it's fun.
I haven't. I have not. Okay.
She's having fun with it.
She is having fun, and I think that Aubrey Plaza will have some fun. I think Kitty Foreman will have some fun. I don't think it's gonna be like, top watch. Maybe we'll watch it this year if it gets good reviews.
In the show? Kitty from that 70s show, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Pretty sure.
Peak interest now.
Wait
a minute.
Let's confirm.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up. I'm pretty sure she's in it.
She is. Yeah, you're right.
Cool.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
Kayla knows. Kayla knows her Agatha.
I think it just looks like a CW show that's gonna be, I don't know. I like teenage witchy stuff. I like that stuff. So, maybe.
I kind of like that stuff. Like,
I wish it wasn't Marvel, and I'd be more interested in it.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel Marvel, it just feels very, very separate.
I feel like if they
the
can
do most Marvel thing to do.
Right. That if they can do the job to separate it and just be like, oh, Aubrey Plaza and Catherine Hahn and Deborah Jo Rupp are witches, and they're like, and there's sing-alongs and stuff. Like it's a weird like Sanderson sister rip or something, but kind of sort of set in the Marvel universe. I don't know. That's okay, right? Yeah.
I'm biting at that elevator pitch.
That's why they're giving me all the money to write for Agatha all along.
Thanks.
D, are you the voice of reason here? What's up?
There's always been weird magic-based stories in Marvel comics, and they're just super late to introduce that. And then also after all of the other projects, we'll call them, that didn't quite pan out, it's just wild of them to still swing with this one, and then actually kind of like attempt to give it some attention. I'm just interested to see what did they make, because they clearly aren't.
The elevator pitch right there.
Yeah, what did they make? Because they clearly aren't like committed to a singular like unifying Phase 6 bullshit PowerPoint essay nonsense. So like, is this just going to be a strong standalone series that just gets to be fun? Because that would be nice. That would be a good thing. I'd watch that.
Yeah.
they try to loop this into
Marvel.
literally anything, I'm out.
Yeah, I think
Gonna do that.
Yeah, we're gonna have Wiccan, right? Like one of the little kids is like a young Avenger or something like that. I feel like that's what I've been hearing on the Marvel streets. But
There's Quick is one of them.
Is she really just a mutant? And this is how they'll
oh shit,
try and
X-Men.
No, magic is real. Stop it. Magic is real. We have Doctor Strange. Don't do this.
Kamala Khan comes out.
Although
You know the young
Charlize Theron
Avengers
now.
are
here's my hopeful take that they introduce magic, and I mean the character magic with the big sword.
They're gonna do a D for you.
They already did that in New Mutants.
But they could
actually
that
bad.
No,
yeah, they could.
no.
Thank you, Kayla. Thank you.
No.
You guys think Agatha is not going to be on New Mutants level of what the fuck is this? Come on. Come on. Like, New Mutants at least was something different. I don't know. Like, this is shit. Damn it.
Hasn't seen it, condemning it.
Like, I don't have like super high interests. And sometimes maybe that helps when you go and you watch and you're like, oh, you think it's gonna be super shit, and it's not super shit. It's just okay.
That was Echo,
so
right? Like that was
maybe it'll
Echo.
be okay.
Was like, oh man, this is probably gonna be awful, and you're like, huh, this is all right. There's some stuff.
I don't want that either.
Yeah.
I want good stuff. I want to watch something that's good.
Yeah.
Mike wants UFO 50 coming out September 18th, the same day.
I wanted it for 8 years, Eric. I think I'm not far off on that timeline. It's been forever. This is the 50-in-1 package game from Spelunky developers, Downwell developers, a whole group of famous indie guys and gals, and they've made 50 8-bit video games. Like, they're complete games, and they are all in one package, and there's apparently like some kind of meta storyline that connects everything. And sign me up. I'm going to dust off the old Steam account, and because it's only PC right now, which is kind of a bummer to me. But
seems like the perfect Switch release. Like,
yeah, that's probably like in November or something if I had to guess. But I don't know if I want to wait that long.
Yeah,
and it just looks so fun. There's sports games, there's like Tetris puzzle style games, there's platformers, there's beat 'em ups, there's every kind of genre that was available, in that time. And if you're familiar with like the Action 52 card with like Cheetah Men on it and stuff like that, that's known as like one of the worst things ever, because all those games on there suck. And this is supposed to, be the complete opposite. Like, if you're getting 50 amazing Nintendo games on one the cart, and Derek Yu from Spelunky, he's did all the music for this thing. That's probably what fucking took so long, because he wrote like a fucking soundtrack for every one of these games. And it just looks like there's a lot of love and care and attention in this, and I'll be there day one for sure. Yeah,
once you find Shatterhand Light, go ahead and send it my way.
I'm sure there's like 4 of them in there. So yes, I'll let you know. I'll write down the titles and everything and send them to you. Play these.
I showed Kayla the trailer, and I said this is a Mike game, and she, like two minutes into it, she's like, oh yeah, this is Mike. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. So that's UFO 50.
Video game for sure.
50 of them. And they did say that it's 50 full games, like with full like credits and load screen, like initial screens and everything else. So it's not like it's not WarioWare or something like that. It is 50 full games that you're getting with that. So UFO 50 coming to PC on Steam September 18th. Next day, we get Penguin. This is the follow-up to the Batman coming to Max, your home for HBO. I think that's the right marketing. I don't know. They keep changing it. So this is a limited series starring Colin Farrell as the titular Penguin. The Batman was just great. Just so much fun. I know Mike doesn't like it, but who cares about Mike?
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys are like, it's like Dark Knight or something. Like, I don't know. There's the flares. The flare scene's really good. I like the flare scene.
Flare scene's really good.
Flare scene's really good. Colin Farrell is reprising his role from that movie, the Penguin. Cobblepot, right? What's his name? Something Henry?
Oswald
Cobblepot, not Henry Cobblepot. I was gonna call him Henry.
Michael Cobblepot.
Old Jim Cobblepot. The Penguin. The prosthetics, the like voice he's doing, just the weird, sinister like dude's transforming for this role, and I'm excited to personally just go back to that version of Gotham. Speaking of David Fincher, it feels very like akin to like a David Fincher type Dark Metropolis. It's just wet. Just I want a good wet Gotham, you know?
I think I just want more Batman, but I don't know.
Fair. I want more Batman.
I think because I still haven't finished Cape Crusader and I'm liking that. I think I'd rather watch that than this. I don't know. Something about it. I like the one, the lady that's kind of like Penguin's opposition in this. She was great in How I Met Your Mother. Forget her name. But wasn't she in that Andy Samberg movie?
Yeah, she was Palm Springs, right? Kristen Milotti.
Yes, yeah. She's pretty good. I don't know if she can pull off like the sassy mob boss, doesn't take no shit kind of character, but we'll see.
We'll see.
I don't know. What are your guys' hype level for Penguin Club? Club Penguin. There we go. It was Club Penguin.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. He found it. He got there.
Edit that out there. There's a lot we have to edit, so add that to the, to the thing.
I like crime dramas, so I'm excited for that, especially watching X-Files now and having like the buddy cop stuff and mysteries and crimes. It's probably heightened my excitement a little bit.
Okay.
You like crimes, D, right?
Crime time.
I love the crimes. I love all the crimes and doing the crimes. Crime time, baby.
Edit that
out. I think it's since it's like actually connected to the Batman. I think it's a very interesting way to keep interest in the movie while expanding Gotham. And kind of being able to
know what Gotham is.
Yeah, but this is the crime families. Nobody knows about the fucking crime families.
Shouldn't need to know about them, Batman. We'll stop them, and that's it.
He's got no faith in Carmine Falcone, and his family.
Yeah,
I think it's a great way to introduce certain crime families that kill a certain circus child's parents type beat. So I hope they go that route. It's kind of what my hope is.
It's a good call.
My penguin rides in a giant rubber ducky and has weird minions and stuff. I don't want this penguin.
Man, the scene where they lower him into the actual penguins lower him into the sewer water still gets me to this day. Danny DeVito,
Untouched.
the true penguin.
Untouched.
Well, the Penguin, whether you like it or not, Mike, is coming to HBO on September 19th.
Maybe.
Coming back to theaters, and this might be our opportunity, Kayla, to see Whiplash on September 20th. They're re-releasing Whiplash, I think one night only. Luckily I think that's a Friday. So we might actually have an opportunity to see it for the first time ever. And huge movie for you, Mike. I know, Whiplash.
Love Whiplash. Movie that just kind of grows and grows over the years for me. Saw it in theaters when it first came out. I think it's a really good theater movie. I think it's just like a movie with it has just a great structure, great act 1, act 2, great ending, and all-time performance from J.K. Simmons, I think. Won Best Supporting Actor that year. And I hope you guys can make it. I hope you guys like it.
Does it feel like 10 years?
It does. It does. Because I remember that was like Interstellar was around that time too. I was seeing a lot of movies. Yes, I think like I saw Arrival around that same time too.
Mm-hmm.
And Whiplash is dope. Check it out.
Good space stuff. Whiplash, that's set in space, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. Yeah. Whiplash coming back to theaters on September 20th to celebrate the 10-year anniversary. A couple days later, the big one coming to Switch, September 26th, The Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. Mike, how are you feeling that they are giving Zelda a sword? At least for portions.
Yeah, that's great. She should have a sword. She knows, yeah. But then she also has all these other cool things. I'm buying this it was either this or Astro Bot for me as far as like which one I'm going to get. I'm leaning this one just because it's the first time you get to play Zelda and I want to do that. And it's the Link's Awakening remake art style, which is fantastic. I love the way that game looks. I love the way this game looks. Nintendo doesn't really miss on 2D Zeldas for me. You know, the DS ones we won't talk about, but you know, the first actual or the last original one on 3DS was like an all-time classic. Love the Link's Awakening remake. I'm shocked that they're still kind of gonna keep making these. I love 2D Zeldas. They were my first Zeldas. And yeah, it just looks really cool and just, I don't know. I can't wait to just duplicate all these items in Hyrule, and I'm sure there's going to be a fun like trading quest and wacky characters, and I hope it keeps the Link's Awakening weirdness. You know, that team was watching Twin Peaks and David Lynch stuff and was kind of inspired to put like some weirdness in there, and I hope they can keep that lineage a little bit.
How you feeling about 2D Zelda, D?
What? I was in as soon as they showed 5 seconds of that trailer, so I'm good. I'm always bought in. Zelda fanboy for life.
It looks cute.
I'm surprised how vertical it looks. It looks very like you can use verticality to your advantage and stuff. Like they were showing off in some of the gameplay of like Zelda using what are they called? Not mimics.
Echoes?
Echoes, yeah, duh. It's called Echoes
Maybe.
of Wisdom. Yeah, literally in the title. Yeah, so she can use the echo. She's like summoning an echo, and it's a bomb or something like that. But she's able to like take the high ground and toss it into a pack of enemies to like thin them out and stuff. And like it just feels like a big open world game in a way that like a lot of 2D games don't feel that way, but yeah, it seems huge. It just seems huge.
I remember at GDC years ago, Nintendo showed off the prototype for Breath of the Wild, and they made it 2D. So maybe that's like if they were able to kind of map that big of a world and make it make sense in a 2D space, maybe it's taken this long for them to really crack that nut, and I'm super excited. Can't wait.
Yeah. Seems like it's going to be big. Seems like it's going to be spending a lot of our fall playing The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Echoes of Wisdom, not Mimic of Wisdom, everyone. Coming to Switch September 26th. I've got Never Let Go on this list, coming to theaters September 27th. And I was like, as I was reading it and we were going through watching some trailers and stuff this morning, I'm like, is that the like Blake Lively movie? Why do I have this on? Because that feels very much like some kind of rom-com title or something. And I'm like, I wouldn't have put something like that on here. But no, this is the new Halle Berry horror film. Looks very like Shyamalan-esque. Her and her two boys living in a cabin in the woods, attaching rope to themselves, and that's the only way they can like go out into the woods. There's some kind of malevolent force. She might also be lying to them. It might all be in her head, their head. I think this looks really intriguing. We've watched this trailer a couple times. Kayla, what do you think about this one?
It reminds me of like that Sandra Bullock Bird Box. Is that what that was called? It's got that kind of vibe. You know, you don't really know what the monster is. You don't really know why they're doing what they're doing. It seems creepy. It's been a while since I've seen Halle Berry, so let's see how she is in something scary. Have we ever seen her in something scary? Well, I guess she's
Gothica.
Yeah. I was trying to think of that.
Where Robert Downey Jr. like broke her arm on accident. Maybe on accident.
We got Limp Bizkit's cover of Behind Blue Eyes because of that film.
Do you hate that song? I kind of like that song.
I kind of hate it.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so. I thought we've had this conversation. Yeah, I'm not a Biscuit fan, but I dig that song a little bit.
You would.
I actually kind of like the Faith cover too. But this is not the Biscuit cast. This is what's coming up in September. Halle Berry's had an interesting career, honestly. Like, I mean, just like explode onto the scene, Oscar winner, and then lately, she's been in just like a cameo in John Wick and then this film and stuff like that. I mean, she's one of the most talented actors of the last 20 years or shit, more than that at this point, but she's not getting the work. I don't know. It's weird.
She knows how to stay relevant because she's like, man, I'm still looking good. Let me just post like a half nude selfie right now. And then it's like, oh, every aggregate site goes, oh my God, 60-year-old woman is beautiful still. BuzzFeed articles and stuff, and Halle Berry, Halle Berry. That's all you got to say.
Halle Berry, it's a timeless beauty.
Never let go of Halle Berry.
I won't. I would never.
Coming to theaters September 27th. Same day, it got distribution, everyone. Megalopolis coming to theaters. This is our boy Francis Ford Coppola and his AI trailer.
My boy.
What's this movie about?
I don't know
Kayla?
what it is. I don't know what it is.
Kayla, could you describe the plot of Megalopolis better or the plot of Metal Gear Solid better?
Ooh. Metalopolis. Oh, man.
We would say Metal Gear, I guess, at this point, because I feel like I got a pitch for Megalopolis. It's hard to say.
Yeah, he's the
he
X-Men.
just wants to make a. He just wants to make a city. He wants to make a BioShock city, pretty much.
I think so.
Metal Gear Solid is just a bunch of tactical war crimes.
My favorite kind.
Homoerotic tactical war crimes, ma'am.
Cloning homoerotic self-love crimes.
But But
or crimes. Hey, crimes again.
Crimes again, tell ya.
Oh gosh, Megalopolis might be a crime. We'll see. This is self-funded by our boy Francis Ford Coppola. I don't know why I keep calling him our boy. I've never really jived with his work at all. But
I really like Jack, starring Robin Williams.
I do too. I like that movie.
Oh, doesn't he confuse an erection with an erector set at one point in that film? I believe that's a joke made in that film that has stuck with me.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Hey, gang! I gotta slide out of here. I got a diaper situation I gotta take care of, and then I gotta get going. So.
Ooh. Man. Sounds like you got a mega
wild robot.
Yeah, so not really how I wanted to exit this one, but I do gotta get going
over there.
Godspeed there, D.
All right, bye guys.
Love you, man.
See you, buddy.
Oh, well, we didn't never let go cut that. Producer, cut that. Megalopolis coming to theaters September 27th. Same day, big day for content. The Wild Robot also coming to theaters. This looks heartwarming. I don't know. Like this trailer has gotten me every time we've seen it ahead of a movie. It seems to be about like parenthood and robots and cute little animals. I don't know. This one, is this doing anything for you guys? I no. Oh man.
Looks cute.
I don't like the robot.
Oh.
And I think you have to.
You don't like the way it looks?
I kind of don't. And it keeps, every time I hear the title, I think I get excited for this other robot animated movie that came out this year called Robot Dreams.
Much different.
Yeah, much different. And then I've had to sit through this trailer a few times. It like played before like the Despicable Me 4, and I don't know, because it's like a robot taking care of a duck or something like that.
Teaching it to fly.
It kind of reminds me of that film Migration from this year, and I didn't care for that movie either.
What about the older one where she has a geese?
Oh, Fly Away Home.
Yeah, what if it's like that?
I didn't like that movie as a kid.
I did when I was little.
Yeah, Anna Paquin.
What if it's like the brave little toaster?
Tell you that.
Huh?
Why would it be that? I love Brave Little
I don't
Toaster.
know, but I'm just naming films of your youth, Mike. I thought we were just naming films of your youth.
What if it's Jurassic Park? What if it's a life-changing accomplishment?
I don't know. I think you guys are crazy, but the voice cast is really cool. So we got Pedro Pascal, Bill Nighy, Stephanie Sue, Mark Hamill, Ving Rhames, Matt Berry, Lupita Nyong'o. Like it's an all-star cast.
Wow, I don't think I realized that.
It's I don't know. I'll drag a child to go see this.
Crime.
Someone toss me a child and we'll go see The Wild Robot September 27th coming to theaters.
Go to Paradise Island with Eric.
Woofs coming to Apple TV Plus September 27th.
What do you
Woofs. It's woofs.
Woofs.
Woofs. Woofs. Woofs.
Woofs.
Woofs. Woofs. Woofs. Woofs.
Cut this out too.
Man, I got so much editing to do. Oh no. So this is George Clooney, Brad Pitt, playing the wolf from Pulp Fiction, I think.
I wish.
I mean, it kind of is though. Like it's not.
Are they
it's not.
cleaners?
They're cleaners. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
They are basically Winston Wolfe from Pulp Fiction, but they're both assigned to like the same gig, and hilarity ensues. Maybe we'll see. Cool Cool premise. Interesting kind of This was a movie that was supposed to come to theaters. Then they like pulled it. It's going to be in theaters for like a week, I think, and then it'll come to Apple TV. So like earlier in the month in September, first week or something, it'll be in theaters. So if you want to see it on the big screen, you can. Or if you're one of the 5 of us that has a Apple TV subscription, you can watch it on Apple TV. But I don't know. Brad Pitt, George Clooney, back at it again in a smart crime comedy. I'm into it. Kayla, I know you were like, yeah, hell yeah.
I'm excited. Give me that. I want more Brad Pitt, so.
I wish it wasn't on Apple TV. I wish I could check it out without adding a service when I'm honestly contemplating cutting a lot of my services. I'm looking at you, HBO. Looking at you.
Get you a bundle. Get you a bundle.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something like that. But anyway,
bundling.
This looks cool. I remember hearing about it on a different pod, and like, okay, that sounds like up my alley, like an Ocean's 11 type thing with those two.
Mm-hmm.
Clooney's great. Pitt's still great. I honestly haven't seen Clooney in something I loved since probably like Burn After Reading or just the Descendants or something like that. But Pitt still got the fastball for me. Bullet Train, I really liked. Of course, love Cliff Booth. And sign me up. Are you guys going to try to maybe catch it when it's in theaters, or just wait for home?
Probably going to watch it at home, I think.
Smart.
Yeah. Who needs to go to the theater?
Got to go see Wild Robot instead. With that kid.
I fucking might. I made double. That's a double feature right there. Oh, gosh. Woofs coming to Apple TV. Woof. September 27th.
You guys are ridiculous.
We've got our Roche chant. This is great. Bob's Burgers coming back for season 15, September 29th. Kayla, you ready?
I'm excited. We'll have to watch Futurama before then. We're almost there, I think.
I think we're almost caught up on Futurama, so it'll probably link up pretty well. We just got to get through the later. And then I have one last addition. The Shattered Space DLC coming to Starfield on the 30th of September. This is kind of a more horror-twinged section or new planet that you're going to be on. And I think one of the things Starfield did do pretty well, there was a section that like leaned into horror, leaned into claustrophobia, and leaned into like also kind of time travel as well. But some of the best stuff in Starfield was the like real authored kind of content, the real more kind of defined storylines and stuff like that. And if this DLC can rein in some of those things, and it's been a year plus now, Starfield's been out, so a lot of the rough edges, I know they've made some UI enhancements and quality of life stuff. They're adding vehicles and a map. Who would have known that you would have needed a map in one of these games? But
rough map. Terrible fucking map in that game. God damn.
But I'm interested to jump back in to that universe, and I think the color palette is kind of what got you in Shattered Space most, Kayla.
It was very pretty. I liked in Starfield. I liked all the kind of badges and designs, and this is like a very pretty purpley, pinky space area. It looks really pretty.
Yeah,
and it's a free update, probably. I think.
I hope so. I'm hoping so, but I
you have Game Pass, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'd still I'd pay $30 or something if it comes out and people are really digging it. That's usually my like level for good like I mean, what was Elden 40 on that one?
Yeah.
So I mean, and that was I would have paid full price. I would have paid more than that probably for that. So we'll see. we'll see
Me
where this is at. But I like Starfield more than maybe most, and this leaning into like more of the horror elements. This is following House Varun from the base game, kind of a very mysterious, trippy space organization. So I'm gonna need a recap, definitely, of the base game to remember what the hell's going on. Haven't picked it up since it came out and beat it and stuff, but yeah, pretty cool stuff. I'm excited to see the little enhancements and drive around on the car that you get now, the Rev 8. So that's Shattered Space, the DLC, coming the 30th to Starfield, and that's September, everyone.
We did it.
So we got to do it. We got to say, what are we most excited for in September? I'll start. And I'm going to say Slow Horses Season 4. No. I think the pick for me to click is Age of Mythology. I think it's probably on this list the thing I'm going to end up playing a shit ton of, more than anything. I can definitely see myself. I definitely threw over 100 hours into Age of Empires 4 when that came out, and as long as I don't hate this, I'll probably throw 100 hours into this as well.
You down with AoE?
I'm down with AoE. Yeah, you know me. So yeah, Age of Mythology Retold is my pick for September. How about you, Kayla?
I'm going next. What am I most excited about? Let's say Astro Bot.
Ooh, Astro Bot. Yeah.
I think I'm
Got the bot.
I think that'll be the most fun. I mean, I wanted to say Bob's Burgers, but that's kind of default, so I picked something different.
Yeah, that's good.
Cool.
You got the bot. And Mike?
I'm going to say D would have picked Zelda.
I think you're right.
And it's a great pick, but my pick is UFO 50. I just got to know what's in there, how secrety it's going to be. Did they like invent like a whole cheat code system maybe that goes with this? I don't know. I just can't wait to peel back the layers on that thing and see what's inside.
I love that. Like, we've got Astrobot, UFO 50, and Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and that leaves Plucky Squire on the board, and that game could be amazing too. Like, September's pretty stacked, pretty stacked. It's gonna be a good second half of the year, or last quarter of the year, or whatever. It's nuts that it's already September.
Almost gone.
I hate it. I hate everything about it. Hopefully you didn't hate episode 178 of The Machine of Nonsense. If you missed it last time, our next couple of episodes will be our disc dive into Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Kayla's first experience with the game, and this is our second disc dive into the Metal Gear franchise. So we're cutting that into 3 parts, starting with the tanker part in our next episode 179. So go ahead and play through that with us. Also, if you missed the announcement, we are now patrons of the MinMax podcast, MINNMAX, 2 N's in MinMax. So check out all their content, because the Machine of Nonsense logo will be featured on every single video they release in September as official patrons on the Wall of Heroes. So go support MinMax. They're great folks, and they come up with just the coolest content too, all over the internet. So it's like $2 to become a patron as well. So go ahead and think about that on your end as well.
If you're into Astro Bot, they have a really cool video they just did. They did like a rapid fire question video with like the lead on the Astro Bot team, and it's a lot of fun.
It's like over 150 questions or something like that.
It's like 177 questions or something.
Nuts.
But it's a short video. It's very rapid fire, very, very, very good.
Yeah. So go out there, support MinMax, and support us, because you'll see our image everywhere on their content. All right, guys. That was episode 178. If you want to drop us a line, we're machineofnonsense@gmail.com. We're getting out of here, and we're saying goodbye.
Wake me up.
No, but I'm gonna miss Zelda. Wake me up earlier. Wake me up when it begins.